In this video, we will go over adding employers and worksite placement and how to connect that service to your customers. First, log into your Illinois WorkNet account and access iWIS/Customer Support Center. Then click on the icon that looks like a bulleted list, which is this one here. This will take you to the worksite placement page where you can add employers. So be sure to select your project, grantee provider if you have access to more than one, and press filter. If you still do not see your employer, click the Add Employer/Worksite button and follow the steps to add a new employer. Here's where we can add or edit previously entered employers by pressing the select button. But since we need to add a new employer, we'll click this Add New Employer button and complete the information in the form that's provided. If the employer is also the worksite, check the box for is this employer the worksite. If it is, you'll want to look up the NAICS code by typing in a general category and then click search. So we'll click look up NAICS codes. We'll make our selection and search, and if we press select here, that code and that title will populate. And we can edit this if need be to this title field here. We'll then need to add in the phone number, address, and primary contact information. And once that's filled in, click Next Step. On the next tab, you'll need to look up the SOC or SOC code. And this will work just like the NAICS code search. So we'll click this. And this is where we'll enter the job and select the one we're looking for and click search. And once we see the one that we need, we'll click the select button. And then you'll fill in the description field and the rest of the information. When it comes to employment type, it depends on what the type of job is. So be sure to select the appropriate option. Then you'll need to add in the hourly wage for placement, how many openings they have, and what's the estimated length in weeks. And then click Finish. Back on the Worksite Placement tab, the employer will then show up on your list when you filter the project and provider and click the Filter button. So we can see this is the one in this first row here, the one that we just added. So when it comes to adding your customer to a worksite placement, we'll need to add the appropriate service to that customer's career plan. If we click this Add Customers here, we'll see guidance on how to make that connection. So going over to a customer's training and services, their career plan page, and the tab for Add Steps/Services, I've added this service here to connect it to worksite placement. So when we click the pencil icon to edit, we will begin by assigning the service to a goal. And then we'll see the employers that we've entered in worksite populate here. And then on the one that we need, we'll click Add to, and then it'll populate information in these boxes below. So you can see the welders and work-based learning and 20 for the wage match that we just entered in worksite placement has populated here. And then we'll need to fill in the remaining fields that have a red asterisk and the other fields as well. And this includes the different wages for placement, position type, status, the start and planned due date, and other dates as needed. And below here, the number of hours they're planning on working on this. So we'll enter this information in here. And then we'll need to enter how many hours a week they plan on working on this. And then we'll need to update the customer service and enter a case note. And then we can see that the service has been saved. And if we scroll down, our information has been kept here. And so we'll need to fill in at the top here the other tabs as needed for the service provider, dollar value of service, attendance, and credentials. And instructional videos for these items can be found in the career plan video in the quick start guide playlist for JTED. And when we click the add activities/services text here and go back to the career plan, we'll see that the service is in progress and assigned to a goal.